Hello, this is the second review for Spidey Super Stories that I've done. If you didn't watch my last episode, you should go back and watch that. It was where Spider-Man interacted with Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom was making evil clones of him known as the Webmen. So, if you're hopping into this right now, you should probably go check that out. And just like last time, I said that I'm only going to really cover the interesting stuff, the stuff that I like from Spidey Super Stories, because a lot of them are just meh. So today I'm going to be looking at Spider-Man Up Against the Wall. And this one's really short, and I know I say that a lot, but I mean actually really short, like 4 pages long. But the Wall is an interesting Spider-Man character, and I really like the memeability of this character. So my first complaint is that the boing is the same color as the Spider-Man logo and the Up Against the Wall part. So it looks like the title is Spider-Man Up Against the Wall boing. We see from our introductory page that Spider-Man is trying to attack the wall and he is bouncing off of him. We start this with it's Spidey's day off and he's heading to the ballpark and he says, "Let's go Mets." So, first of all, it's Spider-Man's day off. Why is he in his Spider-Man suit going to the ballpark? Peter Parker exists, right? He isn't just Spider-Man, so shouldn't Peter Parker go to the ballpark and then he has to change into Spider-Man? Like, that's the weird thing about Spidey Super Stories, is that they act like Peter Parker doesn't exist. He's just always Spider-Man. Like, he is a guy known as Spider-Man, and he has no civilian identity. It's such a weird idea for Spider-Man. But yeah, apparently Spider-Man is a Mets fan, so count that as canon. I don't care what anyone says, that's canon. Spidey doesn't know that soon he'll be up against the wall. And yes, it's the 1970s, accept that. And we see the wall right there looking at him menacingly. And we actually get an origin story for the wall. The wall was once a happy high school student, even though he doesn't look like any high school student I've ever fucking seen, with an after-school job. More cement, Joshua, and we see that they're making a wall. Then the walls came tumbling down. Also, I don't think they say his name here, but his name is also a wall pun. His name is Joshua Waldmeyer. So the fact that his name is Joshua Waldmeyer is hilarious. And also, it seems like the guy in the coat would be the wall. But according to the Wikipedia article, the wall is the guy carrying the cement. So I don't know what's happening here. Why would it obstruct the face of our main character? What's going on here? That blast turned the happy boy into the wicked wall. And we have him right here, going on his first rampage. "Now I'm gonna wreck Spider-Man's day off." So, why? Why? This guy was just created, and he decides to 1, become evil, and 2, hate Spider-Man for no reason. Why? Why are you doing this? You have no connection to Spider-Man. No connection to Peter Parker if he exists. It's the 6th inning. The score is tied. Let's go Mets. The batter hits a fly ball. I know nothing about sports and know nothing about baseball. No need to go to the wall for this one. I've got it. But the wall is coming to him. I'm assuming his whole thing is a baseball pun. His whole existence is a baseball pun. The ball goes over the wall. The other team leads by a home run, and apparently they're still allowing this game to be played when a supervillain is attacking, and they're still keeping score. Very weird. Will Spidey let this walking wall lose the game? You shouldn't lose the game over a supervillain attacking. It's the wall, and he doesn't want to play fair either. The rule book says that getting knocked down is not funny. And this comic is based completely on an actual segment from the Electric Company. So if some of the dialogue seems weird, it's because it's based from a sketch. And just like I said in the previous video, The Electric Company is kind of like, it's kind of like a sketch show for children, like a Saturday Night Live for children. So some of the language here, it's probably taken straight from the short. No one can stop the wall. No one? Here's one wall you'll never crawl. That's probably the whole reason for his existence, and the fact that they've never brought him back is sad. He is the one wall he'll never be able to crawl, and for some reason Spider-Man tried to kick him, but he bounces right off the wall. But this time it's not a boing, it's a bump. So, a completely different sound effect than from the beginning. Don't count on it, brick brain. Spider-Man isn't that clever here. Also, somehow he lost his hat and then gained his hat and then loses his hat again. But we see him making a web ball, maybe? Or he's just doing a pitching pose to be funny. Okay, hardhead, take that. And then he webs him up because it's fucking hilarious. He has a magical hat that just kind of appears whenever they want it to. The rule book says that only players are allowed on the field. Well, where the fuck was that rule book a minute ago when you were counting score? You were still taking score when the wall was on the field beating up people. I'm kicking you out of the ballpark, Spidey. It's only bad when Spider-Man does it. Spider-Man is such a menace to the public that they will let the wall attack people until Spider-Man is there. And take the wall with you. Wow. Discrimination. Too bad, Spider-Man. And we see them both outside of the ballpark, and Spider-Man is thinking, well, actually saying, I wonder who won. So Spider-Man didn't get to enjoy his day off. He didn't get to watch the Mets game, because apparently he's a giant Mets fan. Instead, he had to deal with this guy. And they never really wrap up the plot with the wall. Like, he never gets reformed. He never appears again. He's just a one-off villain. But because of meme culture, he has survived to this day, and people know about the wall. And most people don't even know that he's from the Electric Company. Like, he is an actual sketch that was translated to a comic. He's not just a comic character. But yeah, that was Spider-Man up against the wall. And I guess my main thing would be, how do people know this guy's name? Like, how does the Wikipedia article know the wall's name when his name isn't said in the comic? Who somewhere gave that information up? Also, why even give us an origin story for this character if he's only going to appear this one time? Why is the wall evil? Why does he hate Spider-Man? There's so many questions, but in reality, this is a kid's comic based off of a kid's like short segment that was barely a few minutes long. No one was really thinking about this and no one really cared. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I think that the artwork is actually really good for the time. It's still the 1970s, so this is actually professional quality artwork, believe it or not. Like, this is actually like on par with the current Spider-Man stuff in the comics at that time. So it's weird how much effort they put into this nothing project, and that's why a lot of people probably think the wall is a real canon character when he isn't. If you guys like this video, hit the like button. If you really like this video, then share it around. Tell people that this is a good place to watch comic book stuff. If you guys want to help out, my Patreon is in the description below. Go back it. You can back it for $2 a month, and you'll get in the end credits, and it will help me out a lot. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and bye.